With rising gasoline prices, more people are looking at electric vehicles. Today, we're looking at the cost to charge an EV versus pumping gas. We'll also talk about the average EV's lifespan and replacement battery costs. For many consumers, these numbers will surprise you. A key selling point for Teslas and other major EVs is the cheaper cost of charging an EV compared to filling up a gas-powered car. But few stop to consider that it's not just gasoline prices that have increased, so have electricity prices, especially in parts of the U.S. that have previously been major markets for Tesla EVs. On average, most EVs can travel 3 to 4 miles per kilowatt hour of energy. Last year in the U.S., the average cost of residential electricity was a tad shy of 14 cents per kilowatt hour. Just how does that compare to the current U.S. average of $4.11 per gallon of gas? Well, it depends on the car model you're talking about. For example, EVs like the Rivian R1T pickup truck, Porsche Taycan sedan, and Audi e-tron SUV can get barely over 2 miles per kilowatt hour. But really, everything from which model you buy to even where you choose to plug in your EV influence the overall cost in the long run. As a general rule, EV charging will cost you significantly less money than refueling a gas car. That's because some EVs are more energy efficient than others, and that means a lower EV charging bill. Last month alone, the average cost to run a gas car was around 3 times more than operating an EV. Did you know that charging your EV at home tends to be cheaper than using high-powered charging stations? Keep in mind, though, that while it may be cheaper to charge at home, it's much slower than charging at a high-powered, fast-charging station. At-home EV charging is actually the most popular EV charging method right now for many reasons. First off, let's talk about the average cost. Let's say you drive around 1,000 miles each month, and your residential electricity costs an average of 13.7 cents per kilowatt hour. This means you'll spend anywhere from $34 to $46 charging at home. Not bad. What about if you wanted to fully recharge your EV? Well, recharging an EV with 300 miles means you'll need some 75 to 100 kilowatt hours of energy, meaning it'll cost you between $10 and $14. And don't worry about buying a special charging plug to charge your EV at home. All EVs conveniently come with a home charging cable that plugs into a wall outlet, but it's slow. Did you know that this type of charging is known as level 1 charging? But don't worry, level 1 charging isn't the only option for at-home charging. There's also level 2 charging. All you have to do is install the charger and you'll get a quicker charging time. A level 2 charger uses an upgraded 240 volt circuit to give about 20 to 40 miles of range per hour. Just how expensive is a level 2 charger? Tesla level 2 charger costs $550. And Tesla estimates it can cost an extra $750 to $1,500 to have an electrician hook it up to you. What if you want to charge your EV even faster? Well, there's another option, but it'll cost you more. I'm talking about DC fast charging. DC fast chargers are capable of adding significant amounts of range to your EV, and all it takes is 30 minutes, sometimes even less. By far, these chargers are the fastest methods of EV charging, but because of the added convenience, they're way more expensive than at-home charging or even slower public chargers. But it's difficult to attach an exact cost to fast charging. That's because there are just so many providers and payment models. And not all stations charge you the same way. Some stations charge by the kilowatt hour. Others charge by the minute. And then other companies offer a membership in exchange for lower rates. The next fact might surprise you. Believe it or not, but when you crunch the numbers, the cost of DC fast charging can be equal to or even more than filling your traditional car with gasoline. Now, while it's true that on average residential electricity costs 13.7 cents per kilowatt hour, that rate varies across the U.S. Drive through some states and you can expect to pay less than 10 cents per kilowatt hour, while other states can be as high as 25 cents. The model of your car also has an impact on your EV charging costs. Let's say you own a Rivian R1T and live in Massachusetts. Over there, electricity costs 25.3 cents per kilowatt hour. So to drive 1,000 miles, you'll have to pay $126 to your utility provider. But now, let's say instead you drive a Tesla Model 3. This car is highly efficient, so operating it will cost you only $25 to drive the same distance at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Did you know that even the time of day you plug in your EV has an impact on its charging costs? Actually, many owners choose to charge their vehicles overnight because this is when electricity rates are a fraction of the peak hour rates. Generally speaking, EV charging is cheaper than gas pumping. How long is your EV battery even supposed to last compared to a combustion engine? Well, truth be told, there's not too much available data to answer this question right now. We have best guesses and estimates. J.B. Straubel, Tesla's longtime chief technology officer, said he believes EV batteries should last about 15 years. Straubel was responsible for Tesla's battery development until 2019, and he had a part in the largest deployment of battery capacity ever through Tesla's vehicle fleet. Straubel's even gone as far as opening his own brand new company, Redwood Materials. Redwood will be responsible for developing new processes to recycle materials with a focus on EV batteries. The idea is that the more times the materials are recycled, the purer they get, and the longer an EV battery pack lasts, the better. And that's one of the main advantages EVs have over gas-powered cars. Once an EV's battery is depleted, the battery pack is extremely valuable, and that's because of the base metals in it. As of right now, Redwood is working with Ford and Volvo to recycle packs at their end of life, and they plan to expand to include other companies in the future. Well, what if you suddenly need to replace your EV battery? Just how much cash will it cost you? Well, let's look at Tesla batteries. First off, how do you know if your Tesla battery even needs to be replaced? There are a few basic warning signs. First, a sudden drop in driving range. That means anything more than 20%. Second, degradation of range over the 30% warranty criterion. And that's if your car fails to even hold the charge at all. Probably the most obvious sign is that you get a notification from Tesla that there's something wrong with its battery. If you're wondering how much a Tesla battery will cost you to replace this year, well, you aren't the only one. The battery is the main component of a Tesla. Some have even compared it to a giant battery with wheels. Because of the battery's sheer importance to the car, many assume that battery replacement cost comes with a high price tag. And they'd be correct. Owning a new Tesla may be more expensive than you think, especially if you have to replace its battery. Today, current battery prices are hovering around $132 to $135 per kilowatt hour. But when it comes to the price of a Tesla battery, that's where it gets tricky. Tesla parts pricing is not an open book, and there's literally no existing official guide on repair or replacement costs. So all you can really do is give our best estimates on the prices of a Tesla battery based on a few different factors, including the model. Let's take a look at Tesla Model S. The battery for it costs anywhere between $12,000 to $15,000, which by no means cheap. Replacement costs also depend on whether there's damage that needs to be repaired or if there's a complication in the replacement process. Replacing the battery itself can take 3 to 13 hours. Tesla Service Center labor costs are $175 to $200 an hour. So there's an extra $525 to $2,600 on top of the replacement battery costs. So in total, you're looking at a massive 13 to 14 grand for a full Model S battery replacement. Did you know that at one point Tesla considered battery swapping as an alternative to supercharging? They believed they could swap out a Model S battery in just 3 minutes. And they were getting faster if it was only sustainable. This idea may have become a reality. There are actually Chinese manufacturers that do this already. Now, many consumers assume that the car warranty will cover the costs of battery replacement. Well, not exactly. It's true that most automakers offer warranties for the EV batteries up to 8 years or 100,000 miles. Whichever comes first. That means that if a battery cell or high voltage cable in your Tesla fails, Tesla will cover the parts, labor, and other expenses related to the repair. Tesla even added a warranty clause that covers the battery replacement due to degradation. Most of Tesla vehicles are covered in warranty if the battery loss is over 30% of its original capacity during the warranty period. But here's the thing. Not everything related to your EV battery is covered by warranty, and they can get very pricey very quickly. For example, let's say some large rock gets inside and completely damages your battery. Believe it or not, that's something that actually has happened. But this is something that many EV warranties will not normally cover. Back in 2020, one Tesla owner had to replace his battery for the same reason. But here's the funny thing. If this rock had caused the battery to catch on fire, it would have been covered by Tesla's warranty. But instead, the owner's car insurance helped foot the bill. After the work was done, the owner was left with a whopping $16,550 bill. What if you don't want to buy a brand new EV, but you're okay with a used one instead? Does that mean your battery and your wallet are doomed? The short answer is no. And there's good news if you're in market for a used Tesla specifically. For the best peace of mind, you can always ask for a pre-purchase inspection by a Tesla service center. Doing so can give you crucial decision-making information about the battery health of a used Tesla you're considering. So do these thousands and thousands of dollars in replacement costs mean you shouldn't get an EV but should stick with traditional combustion engines? Well, it depends. Remember, most automakers offer much longer warranty periods for EVs than they do for gas-powered vehicles. Most EV drivers don't even need to worry about replacing their car's batteries anyway. But if they face the need, it'll most likely be covered by the manufacturer's warranty because the rare cases are few and far in between. But there are also other factors you should weigh before you make the decision to get an EV. If you haven't seen my latest video on how EVs will impact gasoline prices, check it out. But now, you tell me, do you think charging an EV will always generally be cheaper than pumping gas? What about road taxes? Gasoline is expensive because road taxes are included, and if everybody starts driving electric cars, they certainly will start putting a road tax on it. Do you prefer to charge your EV at home, at a charging station, or via DC fast chargers? Please share your opinion by commenting below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for your support.